Let us start with a simple problem. Now in this problem statement, you have these two tanks, right? So one is overhead tank, which is having elevation 2 meter, and the other tank is at the ground level, which is 0 meter elevation. So what is the elevation difference? 2 minus 0, 2 meter. So if I connect these two tanks with these two pipe, like one is horizontal pipe, 10 meter 2 inch, okay, and there is a vertical pipe, again 10 meter and 2 inch nominal size. These two pipes are connected by a bend. You can see the 90-degree bend is there, right? So if we connect this system like this, will there be a flow? Right, flow will be there, right?
Yes.
Okay, and this potential energy, what is the formula for that? Potential energy?
MGH.
MGH.
Rho MGH.
Okay, there is at least one guy who would say H rho G. It is MGH. Potential energy is MGH. That will be converted into what? Kinetic energy.
Kinetic energy.
Okay, what is the formula?
1 by 2 rho.
Okay, half mv square.
Yes.
So that mm get cancelled. So it becomes GH is equal to half v square. Right. So you can calculate the velocity. Now you know.
Bernoulli's equation.
Yes, you know the nominal size, so you can find out the ID. So you can know the meter square cross section area of the pipe. You already calculate the velocity. So meter per second into meter square. So you get meter cube per second. So from that you can calculate meter cube per hour. Right. So that's how you get the flow rate. But big assumption that there is no friction, but there is friction. Right. So that H rho G, MGH and that half mv square. So that you cannot use it to find out the flow rate. Right. So that's why we need to use different equations that we'll see. Now, first thing you need to do, please open the FluidFlow, this window, new file. So this one also we are going to do this together. Okay, hands-on training. So let me first explain the different items available on this file. So there is this horizontal model palette, right? It has got pipes and boundaries till heat exchanger. So if I click on the pipe and hover over here down, please look at my screen. So there is steel pipe. If I move cursor a little ahead, it says stainless steel pipe, then ductile iron, cast iron. So different types of pipes are available. Even plastic pipe is there, and hose is also available. If I click on boundary, if I click on boundaries, then I got this known or assigned pressure. Meaning, boundary means you remember in the PFD and PNID, we had got this flags. Okay, inlet to our system and outlet. Okay, exit from our system. So that was the boundary, the start and the end point. Now in this case, what is the start point? This first tank, right? And what is the end point? This point, this tank number 2. Do we know the pressure of 1 and 2? This is ambient storage tank. So we know the pressure, it is 1 atmosphere, correct? So when we have the idea about the pressure, then we'll go for the first. In the boundaries, we'll go for known or assigned pressure. See that?
Yes.
In some cases, we don't know the pressure, but we know the flow rate. Like we know that the 20 meter cube per hour water is entering our system. So that time we would go ahead with this. So then pressure will be back calculated. Then there is vessel, there is open pipe, there is the sprinkler. Okay, there are other options also. The third one is the junction. So in this problem, okay, so this is a bend, right? So you can go for this bend. Meaning if I select this, it will calculate some pressure drop. If I use meter bend, it will calculate some pressure drop. Okay, if there is some other fitting like T, symmetric Y or cross junction, so it will do some delta P calculation. But if I don't want pressure drop to be calculated for that connector, then I will go ahead with this connector with no resistance. right? In our problem, we are going to go ahead with the bend, this one. Okay, the next is boosters. Booster means if I hover over here, the first one, it says centrifugal pump, rotating PD pump, fan or compressor, then PD, pump or compressor. There are a lot of walls available. Okay, butterfly wall, diaphragm wall, gate wall, globe wall, angle wall, etc., etc. Right. So depending upon your piping isometric, you can choose the wall. If I want to go for say flow control wall, it is available. Pressure control wall, it's available. Right. Then the check walls. So there is swing check wall, there is tilting disc check wall. Again, as per your piping ISO, you need to select the appropriate check wall. There are some general resistance like say filter is there or say a cyclone is there. So it will do the calculation for that as well. Then the size change. The orifice thin, then thick orifice, then inline nozzle. Then there is venturi tube. There is reducer. Reducer means let's say 6-inch pipe you are connecting to 4-inch pipe. Then you need to use this. Okay, and vice versa. If there is any abrupt size change, you need to use this. It can do PSV sizing. It can do this rupture disc or bursted disc sizing. So that calculation also can be done by FluidFlow. Then there is this heat exchanger. Like say if I want to find out pressure drop in the shell side, shell and tube heat exchanger, the shell or say tube side, so that can be calculated. If it is PHE, okay, that can also be calculated. So that was all about the horizontal model pellet. On the left side, there is vertical model pellet. So let us say if I click on the pipe, right? So the pipe is selected. So I can draw this. So unless and until you click on this selector, that pipe will not be, it will not be inactive. You have to click on this selector because then only you'll be able to input data in the data palette on the right side. If you want to select, then there is a selector. Okay, there are two selectors available. If you want to provide some text for your model, so you can go for text tool. If you want to increase or decrease the size of any icon, then you can use resize tool, and other options are also available. If you see by default it is orthogonal view. See that? If I go for isometric, then this diagram would look like isometric. Okay, I'll go back to orthogonal. And other options are there that you can explore yourself. Let us go back to the problem. So what problem we have? We have these two known pressure boundaries, right? Then we have got one junction, bend, and we have got two pipes. Okay, we'll consider this as steel pipe. So let us go back to this, go to boundaries, then select known or assigned pressure. First look at my screen, then you can do it on your own. So if you see, I have clicked on the flow sheet and this still it is active. This known or assigned pressure is still active because I needed second one. So I use the second. Then go to the junction. In junction, I selected bend. So somewhere at the right angle here, I'll select that, right? Bend is still active. I'll go to pipe now. I'll use the first one, steel pipe. Now we need to connect. So I have selected this pipe. Then when I hover over this one tank, you'll see that there is a green tick. So left click, go all the way to the bend. Once you see the green tick again, you will click again, left click. Then again, same thing we'll do from 3 to 2, right? So now we are given all the, means your model is complete. Okay, now you need to provide the input parameters. And you can see the pipe is still active, right? So that's when we will click on the selector. So that pipe will be inactive. So once I selected this arrow, then you can click on the tank, first tank. And on the right side, if you see, there are few tabs. Messages means if you run this and if you have got any problem in the model, okay, or the errors, so the warnings and the errors will be populated in methods, messages tab. All the input parameters will be provided in input tab. Results will be made available in the results tab. If there is any chart or plot applicable for that particular item, so it will be available here. And the list would be, so whatever item that you have drawn, so that will be listed here. Like say you have one junction, right, which is bent. Then you have pipes, two pipes are there. So all the tag numbers will be also made available, and the boundary. So there are two boundaries: known or assigned pressure, known or assigned pressure with the ID or the tag number. Right? Can go back to input. All right. So please draw this and tell me if you have any problem. If you have any query, please ask.
Yeah, sorry, this ports, how did you start with it? What did you click to get you those ports?
This tank, right? This is boundary.
And the tanks, yeah. Okay, boundary.
So boundary, then the first one, known or assigned pressure.
Okay, sorry, same.
Once you have drawn this, please write drawn in the chat box.
When you click it, what do? You drag it down
To get what, sir?
to bring the ports.
Yes.
The tank, I mean.
If you go to the boundaries, then click on known or assigned. Then click on the flow sheet, click on the flow sheet.
Okay. Mine is not responding. Okay, I have to go to flow sheet first.
Yes, have you opened this? Created a new one?
Okay, wait.
Dr. Joseph asking, how can I split my screen? I don't quite get.
Hi, I mean the half of the screen, the presentation, and the half of the screen, the software.
Okay.
Because I try here with Windows.
You mean something like this?
Yes. How do you do that?
So you can drag this and put it on the left side.
Okay. I try.
But I would prefer you keep it full screen in your system also. So while you're listening to me, that time you can open Zoom window. And while you're actually doing this, you can use the full screen in your system.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm not seeing my scale there on my sheet. Can I share my screen so that I can
Yes.
and correct it?
Yes, sir, please.
Okay. You see, I'm not getting the graphical face I'm supposed to have here.
Yes, because you are not created a new file, sir.
Okay, new. All right, good.
All right, we'll continue in your system. So you already selected boundary at C. So click and click. Click, then click. So two tanks you are selected. Then if you go to junctions, there is bend. And click here somewhere at the right angle. Then there is this pipe, steel pipe. First one I'm taking. So from 1 till 3 and from 3 till 2. All right, then since the model is done, you can click on the selector and you can drag this bend to down so that it becomes.
Okay.
All right.
It's okay.
Is it done, everyone?
Done.